2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Here's a shot from earlier on. As the Suns arrive at the arena, they're looking to leave town on a winning note tonight. A terrific look at the city of Memphis, Tennessee on the banks of the majestic Mississippi River. A Sunday afternoon with the NBA here. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Jake Crowder out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Paul in at the one. And for the Grizzlies, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Anderson in at the small forward position. Now here's Brooks. High post shot. That's good on the jump shot. Yeah, tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience on each side.
And Kevin, you know what that means? It means we're going to see some spectacular plays, but a few that'll have you scratching your head as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
And the Grizzlies with possession. Here's Morant. Good work defensively by Crowder.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
And here's Booker from the arc. Cans it from downtown. Booker's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Phoenix.
Such a lovely stroke there from Devin Booker. He's a go-to scorer. And a nice shot there from distance.
Valanciunas against Ayton. They get it again. Valanciunas, good.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Ayton finds Paul. For three, Bridges. Here's Ayton. Booker outside. His three-pointers off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Ball's knocked loose. Paul with the steal. Three-pointer. And there's Booker on the assist by Paul. Booker's got 9.
Chris Paul came into the league playing unselfish, continues to do so. What a dime.
Offensive rebound, Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
And Paul gets it to go in.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Paul against Morant. Oh, that was huge!
Incredible. Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Booker outside. Trying to get open is Crowder. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Morant surveying the D. Brooks, the pass to Anderson. Here's Morant from past the arc. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
Well, his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm?
And the Suns tack on 2 more.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Morant. Dishes it to Jackson. Second chance shot. No good from Valanciunas. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 17-6 run. Here's Ayton. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Phoenix. Johnson, he's checked in for Crowder. And it's Payne in for Chris Paul. The Grizzlies trail by 9. And here's Jones. Allen outside. Here's Valanciunas. That one a little long.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
And the Phoenix Suns criticized for trading down 5 picks to select Cameron Johnson at 11 back in 2019. Many felt that was a reach.
There are a lot of people who were predicting that Cam was going to be towards the back end of the first round even, and a clear case for a Phoenix Suns team who was dead last in three-point percentage, drafting for a need in Cam Johnson.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
Some changes for Phoenix. Saric comes in for DeAndre Ayton, and it's Torrey Craig in for Bridges. 1:39 left to play in the first quarter. And Valanciunas kicks to Jones. And stolen by Payne. And here we go. Saric, the fast break chance. Pulls up. Payne can't hit. The Grizzlies trail by 14. It's stolen by Saric. Payne with it. Jones covering. Payne's shot is good.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And Joe Allen will bring it up for the Grizzlies. 58 seconds left to play here in the first. Can they get it? And the layup is up and in.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And then Johnson with the jam.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
And so it's Memphis with it after the Suns pick up 2. Here's Allen, and it's Allen slamming it down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
And Allen slams it in.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Payne passes to Saric, and the rejection by Valanciunas. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
And Memphis making a change here. And here's Booker from the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis. 2 on the clock. Here's Allen, and some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Phoenix Suns. He nailed it from long range in that quarter. Winds up with a total of 4 3-pointers in the period. And we'll be back with you shortly. And if you're wondering whether players watch the standings, check out this clip from Chris Paul.
One thing we have to do is stop comparing ourselves to last year. Early in the year, we was doing that every couple games. We was like, man, our record was here, this was that. And teams change, your games have to change.
You know, Greg, he makes a great point. Even when you have mostly the same guys, every season is different.
And if you're a coach, it'll give you gray hairs trying to preach that to your players. Many guys don't believe it until they're in it and then have to dig themselves out of a hole.
And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, the Suns pretty much in control here.
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
They've got Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Melton in at the 1 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Crowder finds Booker. No good from outside. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Here's Allen. Good work defensively by Johnson. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter. So, and the dunk by Booker.
And Devin Booker is big, and at 6'6", gets up there for the jam.
Here's Melton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Now, John Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has beneath no one tattooed on his arm. He says, my dad always told me that I was trained to go. Basically, that I'm built for the moment. Guys, his time is now.
Sure is, DA. Thank you. Bridges with it. He's picked up by Morant. From deep three-point range, Bridges shot. Good. Bridges has got 5 now.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Suns leading by 17. What you love about Crowder, he gives you a little bit of everything at both ends.
I mean, defensively, he'll take on anybody. He's smart, draws a lot of charges. Offensively, he can stretch the floor, and he'll make the extra pass. He's also an opportunistic rebounder.
Here is Brooks, following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. Brooks against Bridges, outside Jackson. Lets the three fly, gets the three-pointer to fall. Jackson's got his second basket.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Jones checked in for DeAnthony Melton. And so it's Crowder with it. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
At this point in his career, Chris Paul is all about trying to get that elusive championship. Will play whatever role it takes to get that mission done.
This is his first free throw of the game. And the first one drops. And so Paul nails both of them. Now Brooks. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. Here's Morant. Jackson passes to Morant. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
On the wing, Booker, defended by Anderson. Ayton dishes to Paul. Another shot, Crowder, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one's on Morant. For Phoenix, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And both free throws good from Crowder. The Grizzlies trail by 18. To the inside. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
You see the corner awareness Morant has. Outstanding at keeping his teammates involved with good looks.
Now, here's Bridges. He has 5. Pass to Paul. Over Jones. That's good from Paul on the assist from Bridges. Paul's got 4 points in the quarter. Now here's Brooks. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And where Brooks seemed to have carved out a niche, GA, his consistency from range and from the line.
Kev, if you can space the floor and hit your free throws, you're going to be in the rotation. Brooks really came into his own last season. And the more he refines his shot selection, the more valuable he becomes to this team.
Bridges inside the three-point line. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
Bridges finding his spot, and his team finds him with the ball. Good mechanics there, too.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Jones with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 59 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Valanciunas. It's rebounded by Paul. Suns leading by 18. The dish to Bridges. Takes a 3. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 6th assist on the night. For Memphis, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Here's Jones. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Paul for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
This is how Chris Paul keeps the defense honest, making enough threes that you can't leave him alone anywhere on the floor.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Outside, Jones. Shot clock at 6. Here's Valanciunas. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Valanciunas has got 4 points this quarter.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, a very effective first half. What are you seeing that allows you to attack them so effectively?
Well, in one of these games, it's very up-tempo, fast-paced, and, if they just run, I have fun, assisting and passing them the ball, so it's a fun game for me.
The game's easy when you play downhill. Thanks, Chris. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny's here. Shaq is here.
Devin Booker putting in some incredible work. He tallied 6 three-point shots and made the opposing D have to constantly keep track of him on the perimeter. Kenny, let's start with you. What did you think about the Suns?
Simply a special scorer. Booker, this guy is tough to stop. And we've seen this guy drop 70. That's right, 70 in a game. And he does it with a wide array of skills and constant movement.
Shaq, your take on Memphis.
Well, with the way they struggle to defend the three-point line, it started to look like warm-up drills. But I'd be afraid to bring more defenders out high. They got to make life tougher on those outside shooters.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Ayton is out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Paul in at the point guard position. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Here's the teardrop. And it's good on the way in. Morant's got 6.
Gotta love watching Morant get after it. He goes all out. Tank, never on him.
Crowder, and Crowder stays with it.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
And for Memphis, their shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Morant against Paul. And Valanciunas kicks to Brooks. 6 to shoot. Deep 2 from Anderson. They get the rebound. No good from Valanciunas.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Paul with the bucket. Greg, I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. And taken away by Paul. Lobbed up there for Booker.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
D'Anthony Melton. He's checked in for the Grizzlies. And the Suns making a change here as well. Torrey Craig. He's checked in for Bridges. A nice shot by Booker.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
To stop the run, and finished off by Morant.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
To the middle. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Here's Morant, and then jammed down as he goes right over Chris Paul.
You got to close off those avenues to Morant. Once he gets in one, he is focused on dropping the hammer. And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Ja Morant, and they had only a 6% chance of landing that number 2 overall pick, having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Morant against Paul.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
They've had a lot of good players come through Memphis over the years, GA, but probably no one with Morant's upside.
He has future league MVP potential. Once the three-point shot is consistent, once he cuts back on the turnovers, I just don't know how you stop it.
Here's Morant, following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. Kicks it out to Paul. Good ball movement here by the Suns. They get it back. Ayton passes it to Crowder. Booker in the corner. Paul with the 3. They get it back, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Suns have yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5. Free throw good, Crowder. So for the Suns, Sharch is checked in for Ayton. Johnson comes in for Torrey Craig. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Paul. And both free throws good from Crowder. For Memphis, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Here's Allen, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against Phoenix. Memphis shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And Allen drops them both. Phoenix has gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Sharch passes to Payne, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And Sharch, just one of those European players that comes over with the fundamentals. Beautiful play there.
For Phoenix, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. That's good from Payne.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad, and a proud one at that. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Grizzlies shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. Here's Jones. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Jones has got his second basket of the game. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Phoenix. And the shot's good from Crowder.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Now here's Payne. 10 points for him. And the shot's good from Crowder.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Jones drives in, and he gets the bucket. Jones has got 6. Suns shooting wonderfully up to this point, 67%. Johnson finds Sharch. Back to Booker. Now the pass to Payne. Shoots the 3. Allen with the rebound. For Memphis, they've gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. There's 31 seconds left to play in the third. And there's Valanciunas on the assist by Allen. 8 points for him.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. Here's Jones. Rebound by the Suns. Crowder's got 6 rebounds in the game. To the inside, Sharch. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Sharch has got his first points in this one.
Well, Sharch on the inside has really good quality footwork.
And so it's Phoenix way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Don't go anywhere. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Allen. He's out there with Jones, and it's Clark in at the power forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Payne can't hit.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
And Memphis making a change here. Winslow's checked in. Payne dishes to Carter. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. 14 feet away. That one falls coming off Johnson's feed.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
And for Memphis, they're shooting at 50% in a decent groove. And here's Jones.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Now here's Jones. Defense is right there. Got a hand on it.
What instincts there as Saric is able to get in there and challenge his opponent.
Carter with the 3. The shot that time not on target. The Grizzlies have gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. Payne, he's guarded by Johnson. Winslow finds Clark. Shot clock at 6. And here's Jones. Again, the miss by Jones.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Carter with the 3. That doesn't go either for Carter.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Phoenix has gone 0 of 3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Kicks it to Johnson. Saric passes to Carter. On the wing, Johnson. Back to Carter. The feed to Payne. And Jones pulls it down.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Phoenix pushing it up now. And there's Payne. That's good on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 assists now tonight.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Winslow, the pass to Tillman. And he makes that one.
Winslow out there surveying and finds the open man.
And here's Saric. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. Payne kicks to Saric. Pass to Johnson. Saric outside. And it's Payne in the corner. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Tyus Jones.
Shooting for Phoenix, Cameron Payne. Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Some changes for Memphis. Konchar's checked in, and it's DeAnthony Melton in for Jones. And then for Phoenix, Torrey Craig. He's checked in for Saric. Langston Galloway comes in for Johnson. And Moore subbed in for Carter. Both good from the line that time. For Memphis, they've gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the 4th quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Pass to Winslow. Now, here's Clark. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. That shot off.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Melton. Now Winslow. Tillman passes to Winslow. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Getting the foul on the shot.
At the line for your Grizzlies, Justice Winslow. 2 shots.
That one is off. And the Suns making a change here. Carter's checked in. Good on the second free throw.
You think about Winslow and his limited opportunities so far in the league. The talent is there, and they're starting to explore his playmaking ability as a point forward.
Back to Carter, the tray, and that one is off. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. It's deflected, and it was not a clean block. Whistle blows and a foul on the defender here. It's a shooting foul, so free throws will be coming up.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Kick out to Moore. Suns moving the ball around. Picked him clean. Pass to Concho. Uncovered. And he overshot that one, missing.
Well, he wants that one over again, I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Outside, Carter trains the three-pointer. Carter's got 7 now in this quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Suns.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Devin Booker.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Down low, Concho. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Now catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
And now the Grizzlies, fast break. There's Winslow. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Love the change of speed there from Winslow, forcing the D to foul him to try to prevent that one.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. That one misses.
Not a perfect trip to the free throw line, but they'll take what they can get at this point.
Carter with the 3. It's Clark with the rebound. And Clark has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Winslow, and he makes good on the layup.
Defense staying with him, and that didn't make a difference that time for Winslow.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Carter dishes to Moore. Whoops, they pick off the pass. They get a hand on it. Carter, the pass to Moore. Finishes the break with a slam.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Craig, good.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them, complete control.
And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Chris, big win tonight. What do you think was the biggest factor?
I mean, I don't know. You know, it was just our defense. You know, obviously our offense fed off of it. Guys made open shots, but I think we really locked down defensively, and that's what we're trying to make sure is that we're a defensive team every night.
Well, you were a defensive team tonight, Chris. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.